Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Well, good morning. It's Thursday, January 9th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Hey, do you know what a group of ravens is called? I always thought it was a murder, but apparently that's only for crows. But a group of ravens is called an unkindness or a conspiracy. Who knew? Oh well. That's your OMG fact for the day. Anyhow, we do have some news, so shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police have announced a significant reduction in violent crime for 2024. Homicides dropped by 17%, carjackings by 57%, and contact shootings by 43%. Chief Awood, who we need to get on a podcast, but she has proven to be elusive thus far, attributed the improvements to productive patrols, community partnerships, and the use of real-time crime data. However, there were increases in citizen robberies, up 15%, and commercial robberies, up by 17%. County Executive Pittman commended the police and community organizations for their efforts in reducing gun violence. Now, Annapolis has not released anything similar, no surprise there, so I'm going to go check and see how Annapolis compares. The Anne Arundel County Public Schools will open 2 hours late today due to inclement weather. Morning half-day ECI classes and morning sessions at CAT South and CAT North are canceled. A reassessment of road conditions is probably taking place right now, and any updates will be announced by 7:30 a.m. today. Families and drivers are urged to exercise extreme caution during the morning commute. Maryland Governor Wes Moore is backpedaling a little bit and has stated that expanding beer and wine sales to grocery stores is no longer a priority for his administration, despite supporting the idea about a month ago. Moore acknowledged public interest in the proposal, but noted significant resistance from lawmakers and the liquor industry. Senate President Bill Ferguson and House Ways and Means Chair C.T. Wilson both expressed opposition, citing the potential negative impact on small businesses and concerns about increased alcohol access for teens. The Baltimore Banner broke a story about the U.S. Department of Justice filing a lawsuit against 6 major rental companies, including those operating here in the area, accusing them of using an algorithm to inflate rental prices and stifle competition. The lawsuit alleges the landlords used RealPage's software to coordinate pricing, strategies, and end tenant incentives like free rent and fee waivers. The DOJ claims the practice violates antitrust laws and unfairly exploits high housing costs. I did some digging into the defendants, and it looks like here in the area, Bayshore Landing on Spa Road, Maris behind the Double T, the Gardens of Annapolis, which is a senior community on Edgewood Road, and Aventon, that new one out on Riva Road, are all owned by some of the defendants. Podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Dolly, but we've got the next best thing, and actually they're probably a little bit better. But that's a very cool program, and that drops at noon on Saturday. You want to be sure to catch that. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. That goes out at 7 p.m. every single day. It is free, and it is paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Scout and Molly's over there at the Annapolis Town Center. So now you just need to sit back because your weather is coming up, and Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here as well with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All of that's coming right up, so hang tight.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel County. Here is your weather forecast for the next 3 days. And actually, it's kind of a boring one, which I guess is a good thing considering the last week. Today, you can expect sunny to partly cloudy skies. It'll be windy and cold with a high of around 33 and a low near 21. Tomorrow, clouds will increase throughout the day. Temperatures will reach a high of 34, dropping to a low of 28 overnight. Saturday, I think we're dodging the snow. Sunshine and mixed clouds are expected Saturday with a high of 37 and winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it looks to be a pretty breezy day. We will have an update on that potential system on Saturday with tomorrow's forecast. So that's your local weather update. Stay warm and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Chesapeake Lightcraft in Annapolis, they have a few classes coming up soon. They have an Introduction to Marine Epoxy class coming up on the 25th. Then there's Learn the Essentials of Painting and Varnishing coming up on February 8th. But keep an eye out for more classes and workshops they have coming up. They typically have ones on actual boat building, as well as teardrop camper construction. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, Monday, check out their sweater knitting class, making a weekender sweater. It was popular enough that they added a second session later in the month. Also on Monday, they have Thick Socks, Learn to Knit Socks with DK Weight Yarn. And then on Saturday, they have their Saturday skills session with reading and creating crochet charts. And registration is open for Not Your Granny's Granny Square, Barocco Mystery Knit-Along Group, Intro to Cables, Toft Crochet Animals, as well as their comprehensive Learn to Knit and Crochet classes. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight there's a sketch night with a live model. Tomorrow they have an acrylic painting workshop, Painting the Northern Lights. Saturday, there's their first exposure digital photography class. Sunday, there's Vibe Flow and Chill Yoga. Tuesday, they have watercolor for beginners, as well as virtual botanical drawing for beginners, and an improv drop-in workshop. And registration is open for more adult classes, including more sketch nights, painting classes, and the Creative Circle is starting up again soon. And for Art Farm's Kids Art Camps, the winter session is in full swing. Today, there's Mixed Media Art School for ages 11 through 15, as well as Fashion Design, Sketching, and Conceptualizing for ages 9 through 12. On Saturday, there's a Kids Art School for ages 7 through 9, as well as one for ages 10 through 13. And then on Monday, there's a Kids Art School for ages 4 through 5, another one for ages 6 through 8, and then How to Write a Comic Book for ages 9 through 12. On Tuesday, there's Podcasting for ages 10 through 14, as well as a Zen Art School for ages 6 through 8. And finally, on Wednesday, there's Pencil, Charcoal, Ink, and Watercolor for ages 9 through 11. The registration is open for more kids' art schools, including mixed media, as well as cartooning. They also have another Not Slumber Party for ages 6 through 10 coming up on the 17th, where you can drop the kids off and give yourself a night out, where they'll have food, games, art activities, and a movie. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library system this week, today Glen Burnie has Tween Steam, and Mountain Road has What's Cooking, Making Comfort Food. Tomorrow, Linthicum has Little Explorers Construction Play. Saturday, Eastport Annapolis Neck has Build It With Lego. Maryland City has Science Saturdays making lava lamps. And Mountain Road has Stitch and Chat. On Monday, Odenton has Friends and Fiber Arts. And Edgewater has Bedtime Stories for Little Chefs. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Discoveries has Homeschool Art Club. Severna Park has Stitchin' in the Stacks, with both a daytime and an evening edition. Severn has an open craft night. And Linthicum has Cook the Book, Making Soups. And then on Wednesday, Bush Annapolis has Nature Explorers Club, as well as Anime Snacks and Crafts. And then Eastport Annapolis Neck has the Mad Hatters Knitting Club. Also, tonight, be sure to check out the Annapolis Woodworkers Guild with their monthly meeting, which is the second Thursday of every month down in Davidsonville. If you have any interest in woodworking or want to socialize with other woodworkers, you might want to drop in. Check them out at AnnapolisWoodworkers.org. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at Trevor@MakeAnnapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at MakeAnnapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.